6:31 in Decision 2024, Vice President Kamala Harris ramps up her push for delegates with less than a month until the Democratic National Convention. She held the first rally of her presidential campaign, trying to make her case against former President and Republican nominee Donald Trump.
I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week.
Tonight, we will hear from President Joe Biden for the first time since he suspended his campaign for re-election.
And this comes as both he and Vice President Kamala Harris make plans to visit Texas. Our Larry Collins runs down what's coming up for us and how more North Texans are planning rallies and voter registration centers. Larry, good morning.
No denying this is the political season. It's in full swing right now. President Joe Biden, now testing negative for COVID, will address the country tonight from the Oval Office. In prime time, 7 o'clock tonight, our time, the president will discuss his landmark decision to withdraw from the presidential race. So he would not give us a preview, only told reporters, quote, watch and listen. We expect the president to talk about his final days in office and possibly what he hopes to accomplish before January of next year, when the next president of the United States will be sworn in. Vice President Kamala Harris is now the de facto nominee, with enough delegates pledged and no significant opposition. Harris will be in Texas tomorrow. She'll talk to the National Teachers Union in Houston. Now, this comes as some North Texans joined more than 50,000 men who gathered virtually for an event called Black Men for Harris. The event raised around $1.3 million in just around 4 hours. Fort Worth pastor Keith Tatum was one of those in attendance. He tells me there has been a groundswell of support in black fraternities, sororities, and churches. He was blown away by the number of men who showed up for that meeting.
Just that kind of excitement 100 days out give us reason to be excited. I know our church is going to become a hub for Get Out the Vote, and we're asking churches throughout the city and the state and the country to become Get Out the Vote hubs, and we'll show them how to organize, how to mobilize, how to motivate and strategize to get 1,000 or so votes out.
All right, so let's talk about the next few days. They are very busy. Again, Vice President Harris is expected to be in Houston tomorrow to start ramping up her presidential campaign. Also expecting for President Joe Biden to make a visit to Texas on Monday. He's scheduled to be at the Lyndon B. Johnson Presidential Library Monday. He'll discuss the anniversary of the Civil Rights Act. And then next Thursday, there is a Republican rally that is planned in Caldwell, Texas. That's near College Station. That's where former President Trump, we're told, is not expected to be in attendance. Again, really things ramping up here in the state of Texas. Back to you.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Former President Trump said he would, quote, absolutely debate Vice President Harris more than once. Trump and President Joe Biden previously agreed to 2 debates. One was in June. The other was scheduled for September. The former president will stop holding outdoor rallies following an attempt to assassinate him during a rally in Pennsylvania 11 days ago. 2 sources familiar with his campaign operation say he will hold indoor rallies instead. The sources say it's also possible he'll take part in smaller outdoor events or larger rallies in facilities where the entrances are more fully controlled. It was back on July 13th when the gunman fired rounds at the former president before he was taken down by police. The country goes to the polls on November 5th to elect a new president. Stay with NBC5 on air and online, and you'll find complete coverage of Decision 2024 at NBCDFW.com.